They are small and persistent, and anyone who encounters them runs the risk of succumbing to a deadly disease from their bite. We're talking about insects, the carriers of diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and yellow fever, to name but a few. That's why insect repellents have become increasingly important. Dangerous insects and pathogens previously limited to tropical climes are beginning to spread into other regions, helped on their way by climate change, globalization, and an increasingly mobile global population. And the problem is only getting bigger. Professor Heinz Mehlhorn is member of the steering committee of the World Federation of Parasitologists. His main focus areas are investigating the life cycles of parasitic organisms and developing medicines to counteract parasites.
Die Weltgesundheitsorganisation WHO.
The World Health Organization is where information is gathered on the most prominent diseases on Earth. It has issued recommendations on how people can protect themselves and what can be done in the countries affected to stop the spread of mosquitoes and other carriers.
Und entsprechenden Überträger zu unterbinden. Und dabei hat die WHO eine Reihe.
For example, the WHO has recommended a number of products as substances of choice, including saltidine, which stops a whole range of blood-sucking insects such as ticks, mosquitoes, horseflies, and anything else that likes to feast on the human body, from landing on the skin and sinking their delicate proboscis into blood vessels.
Und den zarten Rüssel in irgendein Blutgefäß zu versenken.
Insects find their blood host by following exhaled carbon dioxide and by recognizing specific scent patterns. Applying a repellent such as saltidine changes this specific scent pattern so drastically that the hematophagous, blood-sucking insects can no longer identify the potential blood host. Insects will continue to avoid treated areas of skin for as long as this protective layer remains intact. Saltigo, a subsidiary of Lanxess, offers in the form of saltidine a safe and reliable active ingredient that protects against stings and bites from a whole range of insects, such as mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. Saltidine is synthesized in special ultra-modern plants. It poses no health risks, is exceptionally gentle on the skin, and is non-tacky. It is also environmentally friendly and has no detrimental effects on plastics or man-made fibers in clothing. Filled in special containers, saltidine is shipped to customers all over the globe. For over 100 years, the name Eimamacher has been synonymous with top-quality skincare and hygiene products for both humans and animals. Tradition, experience, innovative products, and careful quality control have all made Eimamacher one of the biggest European manufacturers of high-quality hygiene and skincare products.
We use saltidine as an active since 7 years in our company, and we have chosen saltidine as an active because we have a high flexibility in formulation techniques. It's soluble in a mixture of alcohol and water. You can easily emulsify it into emulsions or work it into gels, and you have a high compatibility with a lot of different compounds. And especially it's not hazardous, so we don't need safety equipment during bulk production and filling. And the high efficacy and compatibility with the skin is the most important factor that the full products in our product line in the horse sport are very successful.
But how long do the various repellents last? Cage tests are a low-cost and efficient means of assessing the efficacy of saltidine. The test involves filling a test cage with at least 250 female mosquitoes. If the tester places his or her arm in the cage, he or she will be immediately identified as a blood host. Saltidine is applied to the tester's forearm. All there is to do now is wait. The mosquitoes briefly land on the treated skin, only to fly off again without trying to feed. The number of bites is counted at predetermined intervals. The results are as follows. 20% saltidine formulations protect the user for up to 14 hours, which is a major advantage over other products. But Saltigo goes a step further researchers have developed a new innovative guide formulation that comprises insect repellent and sun protection. This 15% emulsion is highly efficient, with UVA and UVB filters that offer outstanding protection.
Bei allen unseren Rahmenformulierungen, ob das nun Cremes sind oder...
Regardless of what type of formulation we're working on, whether creams or clear pump spray formulations, I always take special care to avoid as many potential allergens as possible. We don't incorporate any oxidants, we don't use any preservatives, and our products are all dermatologically tested.
getestet.
Dr. Volker Mostert works on the global registration and approval of active ingredients. Thanks to comprehensive toxicological reports, Saltidine has already been successfully registered in more than 40 countries. For example, it has been approved by the Environmental Protection Agency in the United States.
The most important aspect when assessing the risk of consumer chemicals is to identify the most vulnerable subpopulations. And this is, most importantly, it's pregnant women, the unborn life, and very early stages of development. And to cover these aspects of risk assessment, extensive studies have been performed with Saltidine. And these studies have resulted in no risk whatsoever for these subpopulations, even at doses that exceed actual dose rates by several orders of magnitude. And especially when you look at dermally applied active substances, the most safe active substance is the one that is not taken up via skin. And Saltidine has a very low dermal penetration rate of less than 4%, whereas other active substances in the same product type have dermal absorption rates that are far higher than that. So Saltidine has really a safety advantage over these other active substances.
Saltidine, a safe and reliable active ingredient. No matter whether you are engaging in sports or traveling, Saltidine offers attractive cosmetic properties and gives effective and long-lasting protection.